For this week's study, we're looking at So Done by Kid Laroi. It's originally a ukulele song, which means that the chord voicings need to be changed quite a bit to adapt it for guitar. So if you play the song with normal F sharp minors, A's and E's, it doesn't sound that cool. You need to try these new shapes called new voicings that sound really nice, and it's a nice way to see how you can actually move chords. Your main lesson behind this one over here is that you can take chords like D minor, for example. I'm sure you're familiar with this. And you can move it up to fret 5, 6, and 7, for example, and you've got F sharp minor. If you were to take a standard F and you split it up to frets 5, 6, and 7, you'd have an A chord. And for this specific A as well, you'll notice that if you listen carefully, you can hear the player goes, and that is the pinky touching onto string number 1 on the 9th fret. So listen for that note when you're playing along with it. And then the E is going to be just that, fret 7, fret 9, and we slide it back 2 frets to D. Now the important thing over here, to try and capture the ukulele sound, we want to intentionally not strum the top 3 strings. I'm tempted to say top 2, but to get more ukulele appropriate in the tuning of the ukulele strings, trust me, ignore the top 3. So you're only playing the bottom 3s for the strings. Your F sharp minor one more time. And you don't need a capo, and it sounds pretty cool. Now I'm going to play along with the track quickly so you can just hear how it works. I'm going to get my F sharp minor into position. As we said earlier, first finger bottom, fret 5, fret 6 on the 3rd, fret 7 on the 2nd string. And let's jump along with him. And if I accidentally strike the 4th string, it would be by accident, not intentional. Okay, here we go. And that's basically it. It's actually a really easy song, but it's a nice way to learn how we can move chords. And that's the important lesson behind this as well. So other than learning a really nice song, we're getting to learn that chords are movable. For example, like we said, there's F sharp minor. That would have been an E minor if you needed it. That would be a D minor, as you should know by now. So you can move them. For the A chord, which is an F shape, I did actually fret 4 mainly because I'm used to doing it, not because I felt it was necessary. And then, of course, the pinky for the fret 9 on the 1st string. Now, on the count of the 1, if you're looking at the rhythm, on the first beat you want silence. So you're going to go 1. And you'll notice over there I'm tapping the strings on the first beat, 1. That helps me get a bit of a rhythm. It sounds cool, especially on acoustic guitar. And then for the 2 and, I strum down on the 2, up on the and. So it's 1 and 2 and like that. On the count of the 3, I tap again. So it's 1 and 2 and 3. There's the silence, because the silence pauses for reggae is very, very important. And then for the 4, I strum down again. So if I were to put it in context and with F sharp minor this time, I'd have something like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and you'll notice that to get the pinky, I add an extra strum. So go 4 and, okay. But for all the other chords, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, there's the E, and the same for the D. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So let's try that together slowly, see how it goes. Remember, on the count of 1 tap, it gives your hand something to do. On all the even counts, 2 and 3 and 4, be strumming, and on the 1 and 3, the tap. Are you ready for this? F sharp minor in place. I'm going to zoom a little bit closer in so you can see the pinky kick in as well. And let's do it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 2 and 3 and 4 and you can turn the rhythm around as well, like we did over there. So instead of only going 1 and 2 and 3, You can start with a single, then go double, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and also sounds nice. So those two basic rhythms for reggae are basically at your disposal. You can sit and play with them, you can sort of rearrange them, but they're actually very prominent and they work really well. Okay, that's your song. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope your pinky gets that stretch. Now, if you find your pinky doesn't want to get to fret 9 and you've got your hand up there like I normally asked you to, and your pinky says, not going to do it, for this chord, drop your thumb. You can see my thumb disappearing again. Rewind, drop your thumb. And as I drop my thumb, my pinky actually extends way past where I need it to be. I only need it to be as far as 9, or almost got into 11 over there. So the trick is, not going to do it, drop your thumb, and the pinky slides in quite nicely. And that's your technique for your A chord. Hope you enjoy that. Have an awesome day, and if you've got any questions, drop me a WhatsApp, and looking forward to hearing from you.